doing my May wrap up, and in total I read 5 books, and for me that is not all that bad considering it was the last month of school, and with testing going on I didn't have enough time to read as much as I wanted to, but I read 5 and I think that's really good for me. Let's start off with the first book that I read this month, and that is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. I read this for English class and I surprisingly really liked it. At least, you know, in English class there are some books where you don't understand the book and what it's about, but this one I actually understood it and it was really good. Although the ending was really sad, I understood the plot, I understood the characters, I understood their conflict with each other, and it was really nice. It's definitely one of my favorite books that we had to read for class, and I really enjoyed it. The next book that I read after Of Mice and Men is a book that I really loved. I read this in I think I started one night and then finished it the next day, and that is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. This book, oh my gosh, if you haven't seen my video about the books that made me cry, this was definitely on that, and this book was just so beautiful. I love it. It was my first Colleen Hoover book, and it definitely met my expectations. I know a lot of you have loved this book, and I totally agree about this book being really amazing. It's definitely different from other romance books, I think. There was definitely a plot twist, not a plot twist, but it's like a you didn't see that happening kind of thing, and it was really nice. I think the reason why I got hooked to this book was because it was very music oriented. As for me, I'm in band, I love music, and so I think that's what made me connect to this book even more, and it was a really nice read for me. I know a lot of you guys have really liked this book, but for me, not so much, and I was kind of disappointed. I think that's the word. Maybe not disappointed, but I was expecting a lot more from this book, but then it didn't really catch my attention after how many pages I was into this book, and that is Half Bad by Sally Green. Yeah, I don't know. I had to finish it just to say that I finished it. I don't know. It seemed interesting. The plot did seem really interesting. That's why I wanted to read it, and based on your guys' opinions and your book reviews, you guys liked it. And so I wanted to read it myself, and I started reading and it was like, okay, it's getting there, it's building up. And then still after 100 pages into it, I thought there would be more action going on. And then I was like, why is this not why am I not feeling really excited about this book anymore? And I don't know, I just powered through it, I guess, and I think it was just the last 20 pages of the book where it got really interesting and caught my attention. That was the most interesting part of the book. I think that the conflict just dragged on and on in the middle, and I don't know, it's about witches and this 16-year-old Nathan trying to find his dad to get 3 gifts so he could live. And I don't know, I didn't really catch my attention that much anymore. On the other hand, this other book that I've read, I absolutely adored. It's easily one of my favorite books ever because it was just a fast read. I started reading this book after I was finished with my homework, I think last week or the week before that. And that night I read 182 pages of it. It was at 11:30 at night where I was like, I have to stop because I still had school the next day, and it was really good. And that is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. This book is so good. It's a very light read. To see the sisters bond with each other and how the family aspects and friendship and love come all together, it was a really nice read, and it was just, I really love this book. I finished this book while I was in class because I had nothing to do, and I was like, oh wait, I need the next book. It just can't end like that. And the last book that I read is City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. I wanted to finish reading all the series of the Mortal Instruments before I started reading City of Heavenly Fire, so I can get a fresh start to that book. And I finished City of Fallen Angels this month, and there was a lot of things that I don't remember about in this book. I'm currently reading City of Lost Souls, and I'm a little bit halfway through it, and it's really good. I forgot some of the parts that happened in that book, and I just want to power through it and finish it already so I can start City of Heavenly Fire, and I can fangirl with you guys who have read it and finished it and loved it, because I've heard so many good things. That is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye!